Imagine this. You're sitting at a random bar or attending a casual party and suddenly, bam, you meet the love of your life. Sounds like a movie, right? But what if I told you these unbelievable celebrity couples did just that? So, how did Hollywood's biggest stars find love in the most unexpected ways? Stay tuned because you won't believe where these love stories really began, and could it happen to you too? Number 10. Matt Damon and Luciana Barroso, the bartender and the movie star. It all started in a Miami bar in 2003 when Matt Damon, the heartthrob of the Bourne series, decided to get away from his usual Hollywood lifestyle and have a casual night out. There, he found Luciana Barroso, a beautiful bartender, and like any good Hollywood love story, he was immediately captivated. But let's be real, he probably wasn't expecting to meet his future wife while dodging the paparazzi. Matt has often shared how their first meeting was something straight out of a rom-com, saying, "I literally saw her across a crowded room, literally. They started chatting, and the rest is history." He didn't just fall for her because she was behind the bar. Luciana was independent, smart, and had a sense of humor that Matt couldn't resist. The pair quickly hit it off and got married in a private ceremony in 2005, and they've been going strong ever since. They now have 4 daughters together. What's more romantic than that? A movie star hiding from the spotlight and meeting the love of his life. Turns out, even superheroes need a break from the press. Number 8. Tom Selleck and Jilly Mack, A Cat's Tale. Here's a fun fact that might surprise you. Tom Selleck, best known for his role in Magnum P.I., is a big fan of the musical Cats. Yes, you heard that right. The man who made mustaches famous was totally obsessed with the show. And it was at one of these Cats performances in London that he spotted Jilly Mack, who was performing as Rumpleteazer. Let's just say, he wasn't there for the plot, he was there for the girl. In fact, Tom became such a regular at the show that even his co-star Jane Seymour joked about it, saying, "I kept telling him, you've seen it like 15 times already." But despite his multiple visits, it was Jilly's captivating performance that stole his heart. The two struck up a conversation after one of the shows, and the chemistry was undeniable. Tom and Jilly tied the knot in 1987 and have been together ever since, managing to keep their relationship mostly private. So, if you ever wondered how a rugged TV detective ended up with a Broadway star, Cats was the answer. Who knew theater could lead to love? Number 8. Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper, A Backyard Birthday Bash. In a world full of exclusive celebrity events, one of Hollywood's most talked about couples, Gigi Hadid and Bradley Cooper, actually met at a very low-key event, a backyard birthday party. Forget the red carpets and luxury galas. This A-list couple started off with a good old-fashioned birthday bash, thrown for a mutual friend's child. Gigi, the world-famous supermodel, and Bradley, the Oscar-nominated actor, weren't introduced at some high-profile event, but at a casual gathering where, kids were running around with cake on their faces. Talk about down to earth. Despite the casual setting, sparks flew immediately, and the two were often seen together after that night. Their romance was only short-lived, but for a brief moment, it was a reminder that sometimes you don't have to attend an extravagant event to meet someone special. It was the equivalent of finding your soulmate in the middle of a Pinterest board for kids' parties. Who would have guessed that such a sweet, normal setting could lead to Hollywood magic? Number 7. Gypsy Rose Blanchard and Ken Urquhart, From Incarceration to Parenthood. Gypsy Rose Blanchard's life story is one of resilience, and her relationship with Ken Urquhart is a reminder that love can bloom in the most unexpected places. After enduring years of manipulation and control from her mother, D.D. Blanchard, Gypsy met Ken while serving time in prison for the tragic events surrounding her mother's death. Now, before you start picturing some dramatic prison romance, let's be clear, Gypsy and Ken's relationship was more about finding comfort and support in each other's presence. They connected over their shared struggles, and Ken, who had been supporting Gypsy emotionally during her time in jail, stood by her after her release. Their bond grew stronger over time, and in 2021, they welcomed a daughter, Aurora, into their lives. Gypsy and Ken's story may be unconventional, but it shows that love and healing can emerge from even the darkest situations. If anything, it's proof that you don't have to have a picture-perfect, beginning to build a strong future. A love story with some serious depth, right? Number 6. George and Amal Clooney, a friend's introduction. When George Clooney, the notorious bachelor of Hollywood, met Amal Alamuddin in 2013, he was skeptical at first. After all, Clooney had spent years living the single life and had publicly said that he wasn't interested in settling down. But everything changed when their mutual friend, famed businessman Richard Kind, introduced them at a charity event. It wasn't exactly a love at first sight moment, but it didn't take long for George to realize that Amal wasn't your typical Hollywood beauty. Amal, a highly respected human rights lawyer, was sophisticated, articulate, and confident, qualities that George found irresistible. The pair exchanged witty banter, and before he knew it, George was head over heels. They were engaged by April 2014 and married that September. The marriage was a media frenzy, but George found his perfect match, someone who didn't just look good on his arm, but challenged him and made him a better person. Who would have thought that a simple introduction by a mutual friend would lead to one of Hollywood's most iconic power couples? Number 5. Margot Robbie and Tom Ackerley. From co-workers to life partners. Margot Robbie's rise to fame was meteoric, but her love story with Tom Ackerley is the definition of keeping it real. They met in 2013 while working on the set of Sweet Friends A's, where Margot was starring and Tom was working as an assistant director. They hit it off almost immediately, though it took them a while to admit their feelings for one another. Their love grew organically, starting from a professional relationship to a more personal one. Unlike most celebrity couples, Margot and Tom prefer to keep their relationship out of the spotlight, which has led to a quieter, more private life together. They married in a secret ceremony in December 2016, shocking even their closest friends. Margot has often praised Tom for being her rock, especially when she's facing challenges in her career. It's not just about movie premieres and red carpets for them, it's about supporting each other in every way possible. This couple proves that sometimes the best love stories aren't the ones that start with grand gestures, but with a quiet understanding between two people who genuinely care for each other. Number 4. Sue and Alex Tatham, a blind date success story. Before the days of swiping left or right on dating apps, there was Blind Date, the British TV show that set up couples based on minimal information. One of the most famous success stories from the show is Sue and Alex Tatham, who met in 1988. Their chemistry was undeniable from the start, and they ended up becoming the first couple to marry from the show. Imagine meeting someone for the first time on national television, without knowing a thing about them beyond a few short answers to questions. But it worked. Sue and Alex's love story is a classic example of taking a chance and finding true love in an unexpected place. They've now been together for over 30 years and have 3 children. Their success proves that blind dates can lead to real, lasting relationships, even if they do seem a little old school in today's world of swiping and matching. Number 3. David Bowie and Iman, a blind date orchestrated by a friend. In the realm of celebrity love stories, David Bowie and Iman's romance is often considered one of the most iconic. It was a blind date set up by a friend, and both of them were initially skeptical. Iman was a supermodel, and Bowie was a rock star, 2 worlds that didn't exactly collide on a regular basis. But their mutual friend insisted they meet, and thank goodness they did. Their first encounter was a game changer, with Iman describing it as love at first sight. Bowie, for all his otherworldly rock star persona, was completely smitten by Iman's beauty and intelligence. They married in 1992, and their partnership was built on mutual respect, love, and admiration. Unfortunately, Bowie passed away in 2016, but the legacy of their love story lives on. They proved that even the most enigmatic of rock stars can find true love through the most random of circumstances. Sometimes, all you need is a good friend and an open heart. Number 2. Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, a hockey game revelation. Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard's love story is full of quirks and humor, which makes sense considering both of them are known for their hilarious personalities. Their first meeting took place at a hockey game, but unlike typical Hollywood meets, it wasn't exactly fireworks and love at first sight. Kristen remembers the interaction with Dax, saying, "He asked for the gum in my mouth, and I was like, hello." While it wasn't exactly a smooth pickup line, the two immediately clicked, and their chemistry was undeniable. From there, their relationship quickly grew into one of Hollywood's most relatable and charming partnerships. They got married in 2013 and now have 2 daughters, often sharing their parenting adventures with fans on social media. Their candidness and humor about life as a married couple have made them one of the most beloved couples in Hollywood. Number 1. Carey Mulligan and Marcus Mumford. Childhood pen pals reunited. Carey Mulligan and Marcus Mumford's story is a heartwarming reminder that sometimes love comes full circle. The two had met as children at a church camp, where they were pen pals, but they lost touch as they grew older. Fast forward to adulthood, and they reconnected at a party in 2011. By then, Carey had become a successful actress, and Marcus was the lead singer of the band Mumford & Sons. The reconnection was a serendipitous moment, and sparks flew once again. They married in 2012 in a private ceremony, keeping their relationship under wraps for the most part. They've since welcomed children and maintain a low-key, but incredibly strong relationship. It's like the universe gave them a second chance at love, and they ran with it. Turns out, childhood pen pals can make the best partners for life. And there you have it, celebrity couples who found love in the most unexpected and unbelievable ways. If you enjoyed hearing these wild and heartwarming stories, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe for more crazy, inspiring, and jaw-dropping content. Stay tuned, and we'll see you in the next video.